This first lot I'm going to show you was my favorite lot in life. There was very, very competitive bidding. Oh my goodness, look at that. A pair of gold-filled bracelets. Oh, look at this one too. Oh, anyway, the bidding went up to over $1,000 on this, and I stopped bidding because I didn't think the other person was going to stop, and I just couldn't keep going higher and higher. This is an outstanding lot, however. Beautiful antique jewelry. Nice gold-filled bangle right there. Mother. Oh, look at that. I've never seen that before. I've never seen one that says mother on it. That's a beautiful intaglio, right? If that was a belly button, that would be an innie, not an outie. It's carved in as opposed to a cameo, which is raised up. And there is some beautiful camphor glass. I love camphor glass. Those two bracelets are from the 20s. So that starts out as clear glass, and then it's treated with hydrofluoric vapor, which makes it look cloudy. And it is often for them to have that center, like the sort of accent in the center. Look at the filigree, oh my. I don't think anything in this lot is real silver or real gold. That would have been pulled out and sold separately. So these are costume pieces, but they are valuable. Oh, look at the cameo. Look at the marcasites. That is lovely. And there's a beautiful micro mosaic. Victorian, gorgeous. Look at that. Look how big the face is. I love that one. That one's very 20s looking. Oh, what is happening? That's amazing. That is sapphirite glass. That's one of my favorite things in life. Sapphirite glass. So it's usually from the mid 1800s to the early 1900s. It's art glass with real gold added when molten. It's very expensive. It's very collectible. Czechoslovakian, and the redder or browner pieces are generally early and denote more gold. So that's absolutely stunning. That's pretty too. Mother Mary. Look at those old tube hinges. And that's a pretty belt thing. It's a little bit of crushing, a little cherub with a little crushing on his cheeks. Oh, that's pretty frame too. Look at this cameo. I've never seen one like this. Wait till you see it from the side. Look at the depth on that. That is beautifully carved. Oh my, look at this. Beautiful coral. Coral was very, very popular in Victorian times. It was thought to have protective properties. A lot of times these would be for children. I don't think that one is, but anyway, okay, that lot makes me a little bit sad. I wish I had it, but I did buy 3 lots. I spent, no, 4 lots. I spent upwards of $2,000, but I got some really gorgeous stuff. I will be selling everything that I bought, but when you are watching this video, I'm away for 2 weeks, so I won't be able to mail anything out. But I will be selling everything, so we'll visit that in another video. This is a very pretty lot. I believe some of these things are silver, and some may not be. There's a pretty Star of David that says 925 Mexico. I really like that turquoise cuff bracelet right there. Lots of pretty stuff. I was bidding on it. I was bidding on many of these lots, but I was saving my money too because some of the lots I wanted were coming up later and I didn't know how much they were going to go for. Those are beautiful earrings, missing a stone, unfortunately. Pretty cool though. I like that. What a pretty turquoise bracelet that is. Isn't that nice? I like that with the silver between, like embedded in the turquoise. There's a little turquoise angel. Very pretty turquoise. That's a teething ring, I believe, from olden days. Doesn't seem particularly safe, but I guess it was okay. That's very pretty filigree, isn't it? I think that one might have been 900 silver or maybe even less. That's pretty. Very colorful. I like that one. And that's pretty too. Oh, I love that. The little opal on the side. Pretty lot. That's very pretty too. That's a newer piece. Nothing wrong with newer pieces, of course. It's just that I like them. Antique and old. That's a nice colorful lot. I forgot to write down what a lot of this stuff sold for, so sorry about that. That's kind of a cool piece too, isn't it? And this one, I really like that one. What a cool necklace. Very different. Here's a beautiful lot of rings. Yeah, I didn't write down what that sold for. Well, that's too bad. This lot sold for a bunch though, like maybe 600. It went for a lot. That is so cool. I love that filigree. Look. I'm just trying on a couple. Aren't they nice? I love them. That's kind of weird too, that blobby one. And that's interesting. It's like the inside of a watch kind of thing. That's not handmade. That was a company. And this is Tiffany's. I have that same ring. I got it at a yard sale, believe it or not. And that, it's just a little thing, but I love that. Beautiful lot. I was bidding on it. This lot I also love so much. I think I wrote down what this one sold for. Did I? Yeah. This lot sold for 170. That's the best one right there, I think. Beautiful cameos. You may notice that some of the faces, see that one in the middle is facing right and the other two are left. Same here. See how they face in different directions? I think that one might have been silver. That one's gold filled. That's coral, I think. Well, that was a very pretty lot. Now, this lot I love. And I ended up buying this lot just because it had a lot of cool stuff that I liked. I didn't even really go through the lot yet. I knew that was a Trifari as soon as I picked it up. I don't know how. I've never seen that piece before, but it really looked like a Trifari. Look at that. Whoa. Gorgeous. I was noticing that a lot of these pieces were signed, designer signed. Yeah, that one's a Pegasus Coro. I couldn't figure it out yet because I had it upside down. Look at the bicycle. That might be like a Temu or something, I'm not sure. But look at this. Isn't that a beautiful white angel? It's kind of got the cat's eye effect. That's a Kirk's Folly. My mother and I got a huge collection of it years and years and years ago. We bought out an entire table of Kirk's Folly. We made a lot of money on it. I think it still sells for a bunch too. There's another Trifari for sure. That is sort of a kite design. Well, I thought there were a lot of pretty things in here. I'm going to be looking forward to going through this lot with you guys. We'll do it together. Whoa, what in the world? That's crazy. AJC. I've had that before. They have real whimsical stuff. I like that one too. Okay, we'll go through that lot that I bought another time. This is a very pretty lot. I think that's the flag of Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. And did I write what this lot sold for? No, yes, I did. This lot sold for $560. So there must be something way good in here. I don't know what it is. I didn't see anything outstanding, but, oh, other than this, look at that thing. Check that out. Look at the side. Whoa. Isn't that interesting? That's such an awesome brutalist piece. I was trying to find a signature. I couldn't. It's possible that that was the piece, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to think what else could have been the big outstanding piece in here. That's nice. I think this is all silver. This is pretty cool. One of my viewers told me what this was years ago. This is a photograph holder thing. So I'm going to open it up. Isn't that neat? Look at that. That's a very, very nice piece. I love the construction on that. Well, that's it for that lot. There's a little barrette. Yeah, that Brutalist piece must have been the piece that really drove that price up. This is a cool lot. This would have been fun to go through, but there were some sort of plastic beads and stuff that I wasn't really interested in. It's a pretty big lot. This sold for a few $100. If someone had a booth or even a yard sale and you sold all those pieces for $3 each or $2 each, you'd make a profit because there are a lot of pieces in this lot. I'm just taking a look at that. I don't think that is old. It kind of looks like it is, but it isn't. And I'm just going to dig that out. That's a costume jewelry charm bracelet, Scotty Dogs. That's a whole box of bracelets. Nothing that is very interesting to me. That's cool, and that's old, but that isn't jewelry. It looks like it went on something in the day. They're just pieces. I mean, somebody could certainly make that into a piece of jewelry. I'm just trying to figure out what was going on with that. Pretty stuff. If the price was better, I probably would have gotten it. That's one of those waist cincher things. Oh, that's adorable. Isn't that cute? That's by Hallmark. A teeny weeny. Adorable. Okay, this lot I bought. These are World's Fair compacts. It's a huge collection of them. So I'll show those to you at another time. But in this lot, there was also some sterling. That is by Panetta, I believe. That bracelet, it needs a repair. So I'm going to get that repaired because that is a good piece. And this one is too. That one is Siggy Panetta. That sells for about 80 or 90 bucks. And then that's beautiful also. Nice Taxco piece. MB, I don't know who that is. So anyway, we'll go through that lot at another time. This lot sold for $420. That's a great bracelet, that one with the flowers. I did love that. $420 seems kind of high to me for this stuff. Let's see if there's a, oh, I see. Yeah, there is a piece. I can already see it. You can't see it yet because you don't know what it is, but there's another Brutalist piece. Oh, that's cool too. But I'm wondering if this Brutalist piece was the piece that drove the price of this up. It could have been something special. This. That is way cool, isn't it? That might be the same designer as that other Brutalist piece we saw in the other lot. I couldn't find a signature. Really nice, though. There's a pretty sterling bracelet. I love that. That's cool, too. It was tangled, so I tried to untangle it. But, yeah, I guess I didn't do a very good job of it. So here's yet another lot. I think this is all costume. Well, that's probably gold fill. That's a back of a watch. Yeah, that pen might be silver. Looks it, doesn't it? Some little bits and pieces. There might have been a little piece of gold or two in there. Anything big, they're definitely going to pull out and sell separately. That looked like Bakelite, but it's not. Neither of those are. I can tell because they're very light. Bakelite has a little bit more heft to it. That needs some help. Look at all that verdigris. That's a pretty old thing, though. But again, it looks like, you know, plastic stuff, some broken stuff, things that, yeah, just a bunch of stuff I'm not interested in. Would have been fun to go through, though, but not for the price. Not for the price it sold for, which I didn't write down, but it was plenty. Stuff was getting very, very bid up. Look at that. That's cool. No, I had it right side up the first time. It's a cute Santa head, probably from the 60s. Oh, I guess I did untangle that. Okay, I'm showing it now. Sorry, a bad editing job. That was a cool old necklace. I really liked it. Oh, there's a silver cuff, but with a big old ding in it. All right, sorry, I went out of order a little bit. This is a very pretty silver lot. And that's a pretty hieroglyphics, I think. I've sold those before. Some nice stuff. Some of this stuff had some nice weight. There's a teething ring. Did we do this before? Why am I getting deja vu? No, I don't think we did. Okay. My camera was having a focusing thing. See, now why is it doing that? I don't know. Irritating. Yeah, the focus is sort of weird all of a sudden. Oh, that's sweet. That says Rose on it. That looks like very 40s to me. That's newer. Pretty, though. I think this lot might have been some silver, some not. That looks silver, but it's broken. I don't know what that was, but something was missing from it. That's pretty. I think that's a scarf clip. That's a fur clip. I like that, actually. Certainly looks silver. Pretty mother of pearl. This is kind of a smaller lot, and there's some beautiful antique bracelets here. However, one of them had a broken clasp. There's not that much stuff here. Did I write what it sold? Okay, that lot sold for $240. And there's only 4 bracelets or so. They are good ones, however. That one's very pretty. Oh, and this too. Okay, yeah, that's super nice. That's a Carolyn Pollock, I believe. Pretty inlay. That one's a little bit less special, isn't it? This is an awesome deco bracelet, though. That was a big thing, those glass stones right there. They're made to look like star sapphire, but they're fake, as you can see. That was really very beautiful. That's pretty. I don't know who that is. VHC Sterling. And that came with the earrings as well. What did I say that sold for? $240. Yeah, $240. Yeah, it's probably about right for that. That's the one I really like. This lot is kind of amazing, and I bought that lot. Oh, yes, I did. And at the end of this video, we're going to go through it. Not a lot of pieces, a lot of money, however, but I love those Victorian bracelets. And there's an awesome book chain necklace as well, gold-filled. Okay, we're going to save that for later. This is amazing. More old bracelets, old bangles. And some of this other stuff is not as old. That's a cool ring. Looks 60s or 70s. This is beautiful. Gold-filled. Such a pretty scarab. There's the gold-filled mark. NFL ring. Let's say Miami Dolphins. This, I couldn't figure it out. Is that a thimble? That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering that because there's another thimble in the same lot. Oh, whoa. Sorry, camera freak out. Lots of pretty stuff here. I think some of this is gold-filled. Not all of it. No, that might have some silver in it. That was the other thimble. A lot of untangling to do there. This is a pretty lot. I like these rings. I like that bug one right there. This lot went for a lot, too. I like that one with the purple stone. Pretty. That one I love. Missing stones, though. I really love that. I don't know how I would get stones to replace that. It probably costs a bunch of money to do. I love it, though. That was an old one. That's definitely, oh, look at all that patina. Wow. Cool. Isn't it fun to look at old jewelry? That's that bug I like. Now this lot is all costume, but some of these are plenty old. This lot went for a lot of money, like a lot more than I thought. Like maybe $500 or something. And there should not be anything real in there. They would have pulled it out. That I thought was antique at first and chrysoprase, but I think that one might be newer. This one, that second one is older, I think. So not everything is old. Some are. But I guess a couple of people spotted something special there. I don't see what it is. If you see anything that I missed, please point it out to me so I'll know next time. I couldn't figure out what that was until I turned it over. Is it Athena or something? Yeah, that's not old. That's one of those glass rings. That's pretty. I don't know where the sleeper is in that one. Oh, I tried two of them on. I like that top one. That's a cool brutalist one. Sold for a lot, though. That's adorable. That's like a deck of cards in there. Isn't that cute? Let me see if I know what this lot sold for. I do not. This one I recognize right away as being an Otis. That is sterling. That's from the 20s. It's a necklace. I've had Otis sterling bracelets before. I actually love that. It's kind of folded in half, but it's a cute little charm. And here's an adorable frog or toad. I love him. My grandmother used to love jewelry, and she did collect frog jewelry, so I always think of her when I see a frog. Oh, that's pretty. It looks like that might have been older, right? Not sure. Of course, I love that dragonfly thing. And that's pretty too, the marcasites. I love that. It's very sweet. That's kind of cool too, the leaf ring. Pretty. I'm actually being very gentle with everything. I'm sure it looks like I'm just throwing it around, but I'm not. My hand is right next to the velvet. Oh, cracked. That was pretty. Anyway. That's very nice. That might be 800 silver, not sterling. That one probably is. Beautiful bow, right, with marcasites. That's so sweet. Look at this. Doesn't that look like it's from the 40s? Adorable. An earring. I don't know if the other one was even in there. Okay. What is happening with this Victorian loveliness right here? So this lot is kind of amazing. I actually bought this lot. I will be selling everything in this lot, but not today. That's incredible. Oh, I love that so much. I think these might be bone, those. Okay, I didn't linger on that because we're going to go through that together. So now we're on to the next lot. But stay tuned. We're going to go through all these lots that I bought together. This is beautiful. That's garnet and sterling, no doubt. Look at that old purse. I think that goes on a chatelaine. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. A sweet little coin purse. That I could not figure out for the longest time. That's a lady on what is that called? A unicycle? No. What is the one-wheeled thing? Is it a unicycle? Gosh, I don't know. But anyway, that's what that is. So weird. That one was sterling. I don't know what that whole lot sold for. That's pretty. I don't know what it is. There's no place to put a chain or anything. It's not a brooch. Cute little puppy dog. Well, that's it. This is the end of the auction portion. And we're going to go through one of those lots real fast. Let's see what I got. Take a look at this beauty. This is a gorgeous example of Etruscan revival. So the Etruscans were an ancient people who were in the area of Italy now called Tuscany. There was an archaeological expedition in the early 1800s where they uncovered some tombs which had glorious jewelry. And this is done in that style. It became a trend in Victorian times, starting at about 1850 or so. This is a beautiful example. So something that they used was called granulation. And that's these kind of gold balls that are put on here. That's sort of like canotille work right there. And in the center here, we have what is likely paste. So paste is glass. Sometimes it's colored, sometimes it is not. It is glass that has some lead in it, and it is cut like a gemstone. Of course, it's made to look like a gemstone. They often had foil behind them, which would just help them look more vibrant. And they often had closed backs, which this piece does. This is a beautiful T-bar hinge, also referred to as a tube hinge. There's our C-clasp. This is a beautiful Etruscan revival piece. I'm not sure how to even price anything like this. I'll have to do some research on it. It's quite beautiful, and you see the red. It's some type of fabric. It's amazing that it's held up through the years. Isn't that a beautiful antique? I love it. It's a very, very large item. See, it's like as big as my hand is. It's beautiful. See how this pin comes out further than the piece? In those days, fabrics could be thicker than today, and that would just help it stay on a little more securely. Love it. And I do want to weigh it. Let's just take a look at how heavy it is. It is quite heavy. It's also massive. Okay, let me just switch this over to grams. Okay. There it is. Yeah, 41 grams. This is lovely. This might be a catch and release for me. I might hang on to this for a bit. I'm in love. Isn't that a pretty thing? How about this killer Victorian bangle? This is a hinged bangle, and it's gold filled. I love the designs on it. Now, this is a buckle motif. The Victorians were very big on symbolism, and a buckle represents safety, and also two things joining together and staying together. So you'll see a buckle motif often in Victorian jewelry. How beautiful this is. This is nice and wide. You are lovely, aren't you? Nice condition. It opens and closes fine. I would like to just see what the weight of this is. 27 grams. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. If this fit me, I would be keeping this instead of selling it. I'm crazy about it. It is kind of small, though. Let's check the size. What is that? A 6, about a 6 1/4, 6 1/2. Yeah, I guess a 6 1/2. I definitely want to put this on the wrist also. Let's do that. Isn't that outstanding? I didn't see a signature on it. A little bit surprising, actually. It could have been there in the day. It maybe smoothed away through the decades and decades. I love Victorian jewelry. Look how stylish that is. It looks like these accents here are a different color too. They look to be more of a rose gold color. Lovely. This is a beautiful sweetheart bracelet. And this is from wartime, obviously. Look at this beautiful woven bracelet part. And I love the tassels. Aren't those fab? Let's see if I can straighten them out a little bit here. There we go. And so this is how you make it bigger so that you could put it on. And then you pull the tassels to tighten it up. This piece is gold filled. And this is a little locket. So let's see if there's anybody inside. Yes, there is. How cute. The heart shape. Oh, is that a maker? I can't read that. Let me have a look. I don't know what that says. Well, this top part says gold filled, but down here, it almost looks like that says marm right there. Duromarm? No, that can't be marm, right? It's probably something really obvious. If you know, please write it below so we will all know. Isn't that pretty? If this one could talk, this one has a story to tell for sure. Let's measure it, but it is quite adjustable. So it's 6 1/4, but you can open it. Let's see how far we can open it. Maybe around there, around a 7. That's how it would look. This tassel probably gets bigger too. I think you could do it better than I just did it, but anyway, you get the gist. It's such a sweet item. This is a beautiful old locket. Look at those roses. Beautiful design. Even the bail is very nice. That's what the back looks like. There is some loss to the gold here and there. And there are some pictures. You have someone in uniform. These are nice and big too. Love that. And I think this one does not close properly. It closes, but it doesn't like snap. I don't know why that is. I don't know if there's a way to fix that or not. Well, it's a pretty piece in any event. Beautiful flowers. I love this antique necklace. I believe this may be Victorian also. This is a gorgeous book chain necklace. And it's named book chain because those little things look like books, don't they? The spine of a book, like sitting on a shelf. This is such a classic design. It's in gorgeous condition. I don't think this finding is original to it, but it does its job well. So I would keep it on there because it works well. How beautiful. Let's see how, well, let's see what it looks like on first, and then we'll measure it. That is classic. How beautiful is that? I don't think my camera is doing this justice. If you collect antique jewelry, you really should have a book chain necklace in your collection. Let me measure it. Maybe I'll just keep it like this, and then we will double up the thing. So it's about 16 inches long or so, approximately. Nice length. Beautiful necklace. Wow. This is a beautiful old bracelet. This one is not as old as that other one, the first one. I love the flowers, though. Nice condition. It's missing its safety chain thing. That wouldn't bother me at all to wear it just like this. Not marked. And this one is gold filled also. It opens easily, shuts nicely. Sometimes that's not the case with these. Sometimes they're sticky, or they're stubborn, or they're loose too. This one is quite nice. Let's see how big it is. This one is about a 6 3/4, I guess, to a 7. That is so gorgeous. Let's put it on, though. That is a beautiful thing. My lights are kind of funny in here. There's like a black cord that's kind of reflecting weird, but that's an elegant old thing. This is beautiful. Look at the pattern on this one. This one does have a safety chain. And there's a little bit of discoloration on this one. Nothing bad. And this one has a very cute inscription on the inside. It says, I believe that says gang in quotation marks. So maybe this, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Maybe somebody worked with a bunch of people and they were called the gang. I don't know. And it says 12, 25, 38. Gang might also be a nickname for someone. I think that's what it says. It's a beautiful piece. Let's see if this one is marked. I don't see anything. Let me just bring it into the light a little bit. I don't think so. How delicate this is. So this one is about a 6 3/4. Beautiful. Let's put this one on the hand. Isn't this beautiful? I love that it has all the intricate design on it, and then the edges are plain. That's a very pretty combination. This is the last item for today, and it's a good one. What a beauty. This is Victorian. It's in nice condition. I would call this Etruscan revival also. It's so great. This one is nice and thick, thick and wide. And again, this front part is kind of like a rose gold, which I think is a very, very nice contrast. I want to see how much this one weighs too. $32 grams. Nice and heavy. And getting a safety chain for these isn't hard. If you have some old pieces of jewelry, that'd be very easy to do. I could even take this one and just put it on here. Well, I won't, but I'm just going to sell this as is. That doesn't bother me. Again, but that would be up to you if that bothers you. And this opens very nicely also and closes very nicely. This one is about a 6 1/4, I guess. Oh, maybe 6 1/2 between the two, I guess. Not pretty? Let's try it on. This is such an amazing Victorian bracelet. It truly is. I love the design on this. And look at the edges. How beautiful is that? Wow. That's it for this time, everyone. Reach out if you want to buy anything, all right? I am thefunkypickle@gmail.com, and I just want to tell you again, I'm going to be on vacation for 2 weeks, a little bit more than 2 weeks, actually. My husband and I are going away with 10 of our best friends, so it should be a blast and a half. I'm sure I'm going to be very tired when I get back. But anyway, if you're going to buy anything, I'm not going to be able to mail it right away is all my point is. All right. I hope to catch you all on the next one. Thanks so much, as always, for watching. Don't forget to let me know what you think below. Okay. Bye-bye.